are coming into Tempe to face the Sun Devils. Minot coming straight in from Las Vegas as they played UNLV last night, and with a commanding 4-0 win, especially at a tough place at City National Arena where it's hard to get a win against the Rebels. For Arizona State, they came off a disappointing loss. They had the lead early in that third period with a 2-1 advantage, unfortunately losing in overtime by the score of 3-2. For Arizona State, again, what led to that overtime goal was a costly turnover in their own end, which led to the 2-0 by the Press brothers for Jamestown to be able to capitalize. It's going to be, again, important for them tonight to be able to handle that puck and manage that better throughout their own zone in order to build up speed. For Minot State, they did a great job yesterday against a tough UNLV team. It'll be important for them, again, to get off to a quick start. Arizona State has a little bit of confidence of holding the lead against a good team like Jamestown, which they have been able to do so much this season. And it's going to be important for Minot State to halt their momentum and be able to take advantage of it right at the drop of the puck. And, folks, the drop of the puck will be in just about under 5 minutes here on Arizona State Hockey YouTube. And thank you so much for joining us. everyone, and welcome in to Arizona State Hockey YouTube's presentation of ACHA Division I Men's Ice. For his first win, he lost 4-3 in a shootout against Oklahoma on January 18th. Folks, his puck drop is about to happen. And we are underway. Puck dumped all the way down by Estudioso. Arizona State wearing the road jerseys tonight in the black and maroon and gold. Cody Longley having some trouble trying to get out of his own zone for the Beavers. It's taken away by Jake Geely. Geely trying to center that in front. Gets blocked by his line mate Klein. Klein trying to fish for it down in the corner. Coming out with the puck is Rhett Lowe. Beavers trying to get out of their own zone. They will. And it'll be Cal Lipinski, the defenseman. Lipinski trying to drive in front of the net. Couldn't get a handle on as it slips through the crease. Kenneth Miller coughs one up in front. And the blind shot from Connor Navrot misses wide. Beavers try to go for a mini change. Coming in with the puck is Shane Shushchuk. Shushchuk gets his shot blocked. Point shot on, and George punches it out into the netting. Again, folks, unfortunately no scoreboard for tonight, so I'll have to keep you updated. It's 0-0 as we're a minute and 11 into this first period. Won by the Beavers. Thrown bound by Grayson Neufeld, and in front, and that soft shot hits the post, but didn't really have that much of a chance of going in. That's all George gave him. Grayson Neufeld couldn't connect to his winger. Alexander Demon puts it through his skates, but he turns it right back. Breakout pass comes to Chuck. Chuck handling it. He's got it lane, and he takes a shot on, and George is able to front the shot. First good chance so far for the Beavers. Alexander Demon taking out of his own zone. Out of the reach of Hurl. Reese Foreman backhands that cross ice. Now the puck is Kent Walchuk. Walchuk. Adams intervenes. Eric Cotton throws it back in the neutral zone for the Sun Devils as they go for a change. Out of the reach of both players, and icing's waved off by the linesman. The reverse pass by Kowalchuk to his partner. Callahan out of the reach. Jagger Larson takes it out into the neutral zone, but an errant pass by him coughs up the puck. Drew Carter finds Walchuk through the middle. Walchuk with a shot, rebound, and it's cleared away by Kowalchuk. The captain for the Beavers, Blake Fournier, was right in front. Could have tapped it home, but it was a great defensive intervention by Kowalchuk. Beavers coming back again in waves. Adam Wowrick. Wheeling around the offensive zone to Balfour. And blocking the shot was the defenseman Callahan. Working behind the net, Jordan Robertson. Tight turning around, trying to protect the puck away from Studioso on the half wall. Woolrick, it comes right in front to George. He didn't clear the rebound, and Johnson was there, but he misses the net. Palumbo trying to chip it out. Kept him by Wowrick. Operating down low. Jordan Robertson in a tight turn. Can't shake off Studioso. Cycles it back down. There comes Eric Cotton. Eric Cotton just chips down to the neutral zone. A couple players might be able to change for the Sun Devils. Balfour with that shot on, and it's blocked away by George. Michael Perez for the Sun Devils. Goes out to the neutral zone. Beavers have been pinning the Sun Devils in these past few minutes in this first period in their own zone. Connor Navrot throws it up to the point. Captain hits the referee. Rhett Lowe trying to center that in front. Unable to. Justin Metcalf. In his own zone on his forehand, Metcalf. Throws it over to Longy. Longy gets that pass blocked by Michael Perez. Retlow right in front, and Studioso to a pass block. Then it's turned over by Geely in front. Oh, and George with a quick reaction save. Again shows the blocker. Metcalf up to the point. Longy throws it down. Studioso tried to rims it the other side. It's kept in by Lipinski. Gavin Klein, a soft chip out in the zone, out of the reach of Myers, but the Beavers come right back in. George has already a few good stops tonight for the Sun Devils, keeping this a 0-0 hockey game with about 15 minutes left in this first period. Aiden Sullivan for the Sun Devils wins the puck off of Longy. Tight turn working underneath the goal line, and the first action from Joshua Bukowski covers up. It's going to be a first offensive zone draw for the Sun Devils in this period. Harrell and Dylan Guedos. Guedos wins the draw. Over to the weak side, Swedlow. Over to his defenseman. Beavers coming in on the attack again. Guedos out of the reach of Foreman, his defenseman. George is going to freeze the puck and have a stoppage in play. 14:40 left in the first period at 0-0. We say thank you so much to all the 45 of you watching in this matinee on Friday. Hopefully have the game pulled up at work. Hopefully your boss doesn't see. Foreman with the point shot on, and that deflection from Fournier. As George with another great reaction save. Walchuk on the right side, trying to cycle it back down. Sun Devils can't clear though. Dylan Adams has to retrieve back in his own zone. Takes a hit from Fournier. Levi Holston trying to get out of his skates. He turns it over. The captain, Fournier, again, stopping. Trying to go over the weak side. Pass a little too high for Carter. Carter gets thrown into the boards hard by Holston. Down the corner. Rugby scrum on the left side of George. As Beavers are changing on the fly. Adams slows it down and waits for his forward grouping to change. Jet Larson gains the red line and with a soft chip in. The goaltender, Bykowski, is able to chip it out. And the Beavers not spending too much time in their own zone. Foreman on his forehand, trying to center that one in front, didn't get all of that. Guedos protecting the puck at the blue line away from Cotton. Guedos again, tight turn. Goes up to the point. The shot on from Waffler. Another blocker save by George, kicks the rebound out to the wide. Swedlow in front! And Reese Foreman had a great opportunity, but misses on the one-timer, and the puck goes out of play in the Sun Devil bench. 13:07 left in this first period, and it's 0-0. Puck's going to be out in the neutral zone. It'll be Gavin Klein and Jordan Robertson. Draw one by the Beavers. Bollifer rims it hard around. George couldn't get a handle of it. Pin in the corner again. Gavin Klein's able to win the race to the puck. Klein coming out the other side. He heels the pass. Has to be careful with it, though, as 2 forecheckers of the Beavers. Jack York stepping up in the play. York with the wrist shot on. York scoring a goal last night against Jamestown. Puck's rimmed around. Gavin Klein's able to keep the puck in at the blue line, but then it finally gets thrown out into the neutral zone by Bollifer. York trying to work it out the other way. Chip just gets out to the neutral zone. Bollifer a tight turn. Geely's able to read that. Donovan Myers goes to the bench for the Sun Devils and steps on Aiden Sullivan. Studioso. Quick up pass. Klein gets it from Geely. Sullivan now, a second wave of attack. Sullivan trying to center that one off the skates of Bollifer. Studioso now in the play. Studioso behind the back pass trying to find Klein, but that was sticked away. Connor Navrat. Out of the reach of Metcalf on the far right side. Palumbo kneeling on the pass block, but just couldn't get the puck. Callahan Pins his man to the corner. Elizade will chip that out. Sullivan almost intercepting that D-to-D pass. Will force the Beavers to retrieve back in their own zone. 11:20 in this first period. It's 0-0. Lipinski kicks it out wide. No problem for George as he makes a save with the crest of the Sun Devil. Sun Devils weathering the storm so far in this first period, as Minot's been having most of the possession in the offensive zone. Hard rim around for Adams. He finds Demon. He has some time if he gets his head up. Missed pass, but Holston's able to get that into the offensive zone. D-to-D. Cody Longy. Puck wobbling around the neutral zone. Jet Larson now for the Sun Devils going the other way. Gets that dump blocked by his own player. Sun Devils are going to have to regroup. Adams. High, Holston out of the reach as he was near the end of a change. Fournier chips that in. There's time for Dylan Adams. Now skating out of his own zone through the middle. Adams. Drop pass, finds his partner Miller. Miller backhands it over to Jet Larson. Larson gains the blue line. Looking, tried to get that shot on, and that's blocked. Up with the puck, the Beavers coming in. Swallow with the shot on, and another blocker save by George. Beavers have been really testing George's blocker side in this game. Guedos cycling back around. Eric Cotton tries to go for a hard chip, kept him by Longy. Longy trying to go D-to-D. Could be opportunity for the Sun Devils. Hurl through the middle. Trying to get around Lipinski, unable to, but the puck floats into the corner, and they battle for it. Quick shot on from Jager Larson. Gets blocked away. Puck rolling, no icing on the call. Jager Larson over to Michael Perez. Perez loses the puck in the neutral zone. Johnson comes with it now. Johnson stepping in. Johnson with the shot, and he scores. Dylan Johnson is able to pick the puck off in the neutral zone and skated right in and puts it past George on the glove side, and the Beavers take the 1-0 lead. Sun Devils being a little too cute on their own blue line, and that gray zone turnover leads to an offensive goal by the Beavers. Foreman going D-to-D with Neufeld. Gain the zone again. Robertson, a tight turn. Cycling back down for Wowrick. Gets around Klein up to the point. Foreman with the clap-bound fans on the shot. Wowrick, it redirected over to him, but he couldn't pull the trigger either. Under 9 minutes in this first period. Puck thrown in front. That'll be sticked away. Kowalchuk able to intercept the pass, but couldn't connect with his winger Myers, and that'll go all the way down for an icing call. Sun Devils haven't been able to get into a real good rhythm on their breakout out of their own defensive end. Rhett Lowe and Gavin Klein in the circle. Klein wins the draw. Kowalchuk with a hard rim up above, and that's going to go a little too strong and go for another icing call. We'll have a draw once again. Klein wins it again. Studioso, hard rim on the weak side. Geely touches it into the neutral zone, but not in the reach of Myers. Arizona State tries to finish off a change. Eric Bollifer. Bollifer switching sides. Metcalf's able to kick that into the zone. Studioso plays it now. It's a 3-on-2 opportunity if they can develop. On the left side, Studioso gets that shot through, and it's a block shot by Bolliford. Beavers again out of their own zone in under 10 seconds. Navrit gets thrown into the sideboards by Kowalchuk. Puck's kept in by Metcalf. Metcalf on his backhand. Protecting the puck. Works it back down to Lowe. Lowe, as they keep pinning the puck down beneath the goal line. Lowe trying to center that in front innocently. Puck's still there. Studioso dives down and blocks the shot. Elizade for the Sun Devils. Trying to get a handle of the puck on the right side. Elizade, and he gets his shot blocked by Austin Killian. Navrat gives it to Fournier. Fournier all by himself. He's going to chip that one in and wait for his Beavers to come off the bench. Adams, the no-look pass gets it turned over by Carter. Carter on the half wall. Right in front to Walchuk. And that misses to the right. Carter cycling back down. Holston pins his man, but he couldn't get the puck. Walchuk over to the left side to Lipinski. Lipinski back over to Wowrick. Wowrick puts the pass through on the seam pass, but no Beavers there. Lipinski with a shot on. Carter's redirection misses. And Carter finally covers up with that weak angle shot from Fournier. Beavers again have their foot on the gas pedal. 6:44 in this first period. It's a 1-0 lead for the Beavers. Another representation of that on the shot clock. 10 shots for the Beavers, only 1 for Arizona State. Beavers win the draw again. Callahan, though, being aggressive at the blue line. It's a 2-on-1. Jet Larson and Demon. Larson, oh! And he had the seam pass through. It just didn't connect with Demon. He was wide open. Going the other way on the transition. Sezchuk to Neufeld. Neufeld with that point shot on 2 guys in a redirection, and they score! Dylan Guedos, 2 Beavers unmarked right in front of the net of George. And they're able to get a tip on that redirection off that point shot from Neufeld, and it was Guedos to put home the rebound. Looked like a golden opportunity for the Sun Devils on that 2-on-1 opportunity with Jet Larson. And Demon couldn't get a handle on it or even a shot. And then the Beavers capitalized the other way on the counterattack. Puck's intercepted by Hurl, but he just couldn't get a good handle on the puck. Wowrick. Kowalchuk pins him with the old school hip check. Throwing it up to the boards of Studioso. Thought he had a winger there, but it gets taken away by Bolliford. Wowrick with the snapshot on. Saved by George. Killian trying to protect the puck away from Cotton, and he'll dump that in deep. 5:45 in this first period. It's a 2-0 Beavers lead. Puck glued on the half wall. Hurls pinning his man, Wowrick. Comes out to the neutral zone now. Jogger Larson on the right side. Larson sauces it over to Studioso. Studioso with a backhand shot. Still loose in front. Bukowski didn't know where he was, but he just got there in time as it looked like Donovan Myers, if he just could have gotten there maybe a few steps ahead, he had an open rebound tap in. Lipinski misses on the D-to-D pass. Miller elects to not pinch. Donovan Myers with a hard check keeps that puck in for the Sun Devils. Beavers wheeling in their own zone. It'll be Lowe. Lowe on this forehand, waiting to lane. Trying to find a man that time was Navrit, but the puck hops over his stick. Donovan Myers buys himself, just chips the puck in deep and goes for a change. Less than 5 minutes in this third period. It's a 2-0 Minot State lead. Longy slows it down, and he curls back in his own defensive zone. Fournier gets the puck in the neutral zone, kicks it out to Carter. Carter's backhand pass hops over 2 sticks. And Arizona State possesses a puck. Palumbo with that soft chip. Goes into the offensive zone. Longy chipping the puck up into the air. Go find a Beaver stick. Walchuk with a sauce pass. Just a little too hot for Fournier. Gets it right back to Walchuk. Fans on the shot as he was wide open from that broken play on the pass from Carter. Longy jumping into the play on the corner. Longy with his head up. Surveying, looking, tried to throw it in front, and that pass is blocked, and it comes all the way to George, and it's covers up. George has been busy tonight so far. 13 shots on goal already in this first period. Foreman softly rims it around. Kowalchuk pins Guaidos to the boards. Reverse pass finds York. Jet Larson couldn't connect with Demon. Sun Devils have to regroup in the neutral zone. Forced pass by York gets picked off. Neufeld over to Swedlow. Swedlow trying to look for that redirection from Neufeld. Neufeld didn't have his stick ready. Kowalchuk with the hard rim. Hops up into the Arizona State bench and will have a whistle. It'll be something to look at during the first intermission for the Arizona State coaching staff on a way to have a more sustained forecheck in the offensive zone, as Minot's been very impressive moving the puck back and forth in their own zone and not wasting any time and getting the puck forward into the offense. Low, able to win on the deke win around Hurl, but he wasn't able to get the puck to the net. Puck bouncing around, it finally comes to Larson, but play is deemed offside by a Minot State player. 2:38 left in this first period. We say thank you so much for, again, tuning in tonight in this matinee Friday game. Draw one by Hurl. Hard rim around. Cotton on the half wall trying to pick it off the kick plate. Now he's able to. Area pass finds Kowalchuk on the right side. Kowalchuk gaining center ice. Now the offensive zone. Kowalchuk with speed and the wrist shot on. And Bukowski gets some action late in this first period as he makes the save. That was great for Kowalchuk to come up with speed. Transitioning from the defense to the offensive zone. Just you would like to maybe place that puck a little better in order to possibly get a second chance opportunity off a rebound. Geely almost intercepting that cross ice pass from Walchuk. Michael Perez flips a floater into the neutral zone, and Minot's going to have to regroup. Just about 2 minutes left in this first period here at Oceanside Ice Arena. Donovan Myers trying to get the puck to the net, taken away by Walchuk. Walchuk leaves it for his defenseman, Longy. Longy, a hard chip off the glass. Michael Perez goes D-to-D with Kowalchuk. Kowalchuk goes for a high flip, but a little too high with this low ceiling at Oceanside, and we'll have a stoppage in play. Levi Holston chips it forward, but out of the reach of Jet Larson. Again, Minot not afraid to go D-to-D on these regroups. Coming up the right side. Area pass finds Lipinski with speed. Lipinski Miller's able to stick that away, and Miller throws Swedlow to the ground. Puck in the corner. Minot State trying to outnumber the puck. Says Chuck. Goes for the behind the pack pass, gets it turned over. Chet Larson turning out of his own zone. He'll go for the soft area chip, and that'll allow the Sun Devils to go for a change. Under 60 seconds left in this first period. With his head up, Longy. Tight turning back in his own zone. I didn't see any passing lanes he likes. Lipinski. Up to Wowrick. Wowrick leaving it for Sezchuk. Sezchuk's shot blockered away by George. Centered in front. Pass was behind Robertson. He couldn't get a handle of it. Again, another change on the fly for the Beavers. Coming into the place, Foreman. Foreman trying to get their wrist shot on, and that's blocked away by Cotton. Wowrick. Trying to establish the cycle in the corner. Johnson gives it back to Wowrick. Wowrick sends it right in front. Puck sitting in front of George. Cleared away by Hurl for the Sun Devils. Under 10 seconds left. York stepping up into the play. York just couldn't get a handle as the puck goes astray off his stick. Down to the neutral zone as looked like Palumbo and Robertson collide. And at the end of 20 minutes, it's a 2-0 Beavers lead as it looked pretty even at the start of the game, but the Beavers really pressed it on, scoring an early goal and adding to it later in the period from Guaidos. Folks, again, thank you so much for tuning in today, and we'll be back with live second period action in about 15 minutes. This is Arizona State ACHA Tube. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the second period's hockey presented by Kowalchuk Instruction. I am Brett Vaughn as we welcome you on Arizona State Hockey YouTube for the second period. It was 2 goals from the Minot State Beavers. First being Dylan Johnson off a wrist shot beating glove side of George, and then it was Dylan Guedos cleaning up the garbage in front to make it 2-0 in the late half of the first period. And we're back, and now Levi Holston on the attack for the Sun Devils. Holston trying to backhand that one, goes around. Jet Larson trying to get that puck. Again, the ice is pretty wet right now after the Zamboni. Tight turn, Demon backhands it. Arizona State operating the offensive zone down deep. Puck being taken away by Longy. Again, that puck sticking up on him. Holston couldn't get around Longy for the second time. Goes D-to-D with Lipinski. Lipinski up to the half wall, Navrat. Navrat. Hard rim, but the covering Holston's able to collect in the neutral zone. Longy trying to shake off Jet Larson. He's able to. Navrat. Puck pops out into the neutral zone as both teams are trying to get corral of the puck, and Beavers now on their own end again. Lipinski, little dangerous, a floater. Studioso comes off the bench. Aaron pass to try to hit Yager Larson, and the puck hops into the Arizona State bench. Arizona State showing a little more tenacity on the forecheck. Have been keeping the puck in the Minot State zone. Weak rim comes all the way around. Hurl gets a stick in the way, intercepts. Both teams fighting for the neutral zone. Eric Cotton dumps it all the way down. Bukowski comes out of his net. Is able to evade Yager Larson, but the puck's now pinned on the half wall. Cotton trying to dump it back down, gets taken away. This is Chuck. Trying to get grips with the puck. He's able to now on the left side. This is Chuck. Cutting. Cycling back down to Guedos. Guedos. Up the half wall. Cutting through the middle on his backhand. Guedos. Over to Foreman. The defenseman. Foreman plays it back around. This is Chuck. Behind the net. Hurl couldn't get enough mustard on to clear. It's kept in. Both teams digging for it behind the net. This is Chuck. Gets that behind-the-back pass intercepted by Studioso. With speed, Studioso the third. Coming in on the wrist shot on, and Bukowski is able to gobble up his own rebound. .46 in the second period. It's a 2-0 Minot State lead. Again, Arizona State showing a little more tenacity this period. Klein and Fournier in the draw. Draw one by Fournier. On the left side, Drew Carter. Carter, indirect pass to Walchuk. Walchuk and Kowalchuk collide, and the puck pops right in front of George, but he's alert and awake and covers it up. Minot State trying to replicate what was an amazing season last year with their overall record of 36-2-1. Just one for the history books last year. Not so shabby this year, 14-5-2. Puck still on the right side, pinned in. Fournier, pinned by Callahan. He's able to get out of it. Klein's able to help his defenseman. Klein trying to hit for that seam pass. Myers is trying to get there first, but it was the hustle of Austin Killian's able to get to the puck. Draw one by the Beavers. Johnson cycles it back down. Johnson scoring the first goal of the hockey game in the first period. Davis Sheldon. Sheldon cycling down with Johnson. Then to Wowrick. Wowrick, tight turn. Leaves it for Sheldon. Sheldon looking on his backhand. Sheldon on the backhand shot, and George was able to have some vision on tracking that puck and is able to freeze it. Minot State, for the most part of this hockey game, really owning the wall work down in the corners, able to protect that puck and establish a cycle. Won by Levi Holston. Soft chip pass. Arizona State trying to work it both ways. Demon now to Holston in the neutral zone. Holston sees Dylan Adams jumping up into the play. Adams stops, waist delays up to the point in the skates of Demon, and he couldn't get a good handle on it. Kenneth Miller trying to skate through, loses the puck though. Up to Longy. Tight turn around again, Demon. He's able to turn over the puck. Point shot on for Miller. Whiffs on the shot from the point. Now trying to get through Navrot. Navrot gets thrown down by Miller. Jet Larson squirts in front, turns it right over in the clap bomb shot, and that's blocked away by Palumbo. Jet Larson. Demon using his soccer skills, kicks it up to the stick. Demon with speed on the right side. Demon trying to get that shot through, and that's blocked. Hobbling a little bit is Lipinski as he took that one right in the ankle. Says Chuck. Runs into the referee, and he takes a tumble. Palumbo goes in for the hit again and just misses as he was trying to hunt down Guaidos. Swedlow. Area passes, says Chuck. They're onside, says Chuck. On his forehand, says Chuck. Trying to wrap it around. And it was a great read by Studioso to beat him to the far post and not allow him to wrap it. George plays a puck behind his own net to his defenseman, York. York coughs it up right in the middle for the Minot. Oh, and then the backhand shot from his Chuck was gloved down by George, and he bailed out York on a bad turnover. No matter what team's been having to deal with whatever team's forecheck tonight, both teams have been susceptible to coughing the puck up. Fournier cycles it back down low to Robertson. Robertson gets his head up ice, but it gets taken away by Eric Cotton. Cotton to Hurl. Hurl loses the puck in the neutral zone. Kowalczyk tries to step up, and the puck's rimmed back down deep. Michael Perez. He collides with Robertson to the wall. Robertson's a little shaken up, finally back to his feet. Neufeld floats it above to find Robertson. Robertson on his forehand. Robertson coming to Robertson, the snapshot on. Puck, they don't know where it is, and it's a goal. It looks like it just squirted. A little hesitation from the referee. And Robertson, who took the hit earlier in the shift, gets rewarded with a goal, and it's 3-0 Beavers. Okay. It was an unfortunate shot as Robertson ended up doing a quick snap, and I think it just floated through the pads of the goaltender, George. Gavin Klein for Arizona State on the right side. Klein cutting in through the middle, backhand shot. That'll be blockered away by Bukowski. Geely trying to pin Wowrick to the boards, and the puck squirts out in front, and Bukowski is going to be able to slow it down. 13:44 left in the second period. Beavers have just added to their lead by the score of 3-0. Fortunate for Arizona State, they've been doing pretty decent in the second period, just haven't gotten a goal. Geely up to the point. Adams finds Geely again. Geely up at the key, who floats that wrist shot on, and that's sticked away by Bukowski. Active sticks from the Arizona State players. not allowing Minot State to get any speed. Coming in the neutral zone, a quick shot off from George, rebound, and he fights it over to the other post and stretches out the right leg. Puck still loose in front as they're jamming at it. Rhett Lowe had a couple good chances there, but George was just a little bit better. George has it in his glove, waits for that referee to blow his whistle, and he will, with 12:58 in the second period. Shots so far are a staggering 23-7 advantage for Minot State. On the left side, draw one by Holston. Hard rim around the other direction. Pitch at Larson. Larson trying to get his head up, but his pass gets intercepted by Chuck. And now the neutral zone regroup for the Beavers commences. Having a little bit of trouble. Lipinski's going to have to go a little bit deeper in his own end. Lipinski hesitating. Stepped up by York, and fortunately they can turn over. Now it's a 2-on-1 opportunity for the Beavers. Coming into the zone. Pass block. Oh, and a beautiful toe drag by Swellow to get around the pass block by York, but he did just enough to put the shooter off. York. Hard chip off the glass. Trying to handle it is Jet Larson. He'll get it in deep. York will be the first one on the forecheck. The defenseman will. Under 12 minutes left in the second period. This is Chuck. Gets the puck. Trying to dangle around Palumbo. Fanning on the shot was Walchuk. Arizona State eventually gets it out. Longy getting pressured. Elizade trying to lift his stick, unable to. Minot State completes the change. Lipinski. He coughs the puck up to Elizade. Palumbo. Palumbo and Lipinski run into each other behind the net. Sullivan trying to pick off that pass, a little too high for him. Callahan gloves it down, but he turns over to Fournier. Fournier gets it in deep. Fournier then lays down a big hit on Callahan. Sullivan. Soft rim gets intercepted by Foreman in his own zone. Foreman with his head up. Dangerously cutting through the middle was Walchuk. Fortunate to not turn it over there. Good pace in this middle half of the second period. Neufeld. He'll come to his line mate now, Davis Sheldon. Sheldon cutting across through the middle from right to left. Foreman. The defenseman Foreman plays it back to Sheldon. Asking for the pass, doesn't get it. Up at the point, Neufeld looking for that redirection, and the redirection from Wowrick's wide. And we're going to have a penalty on the call as well. It was behind the play. It was after the shot with Neufeld. As both players are chirping at each other a little bit, and looks like both of them are going to be going to the box. Looks like it's going to be an elbow to Yager Larson. It's going to be a slashing call to Neufeld, and we're going to be having 4-on-4 hockey for the first time today. Folks, we say thank you so much to all 59 of you watching today, whether you are at home or at work. We say thank you so much for tuning in, and make sure to hit the subscribe button to not miss out on any future Arizona State games. Geely centering that in front using his speed, but Klein was just a little too late to get to the pass. George helps out his defenseman. He rims it back the other way to Adams. Adams ended up coughing the puck up to Lowe. Lowe protecting the puck up to the point. Hesitating is Killian. Lowe with the puck still. Lowe trying to sneak his way through. Adams lifts his stick up, and they fight with it in the corner. Under 10 minutes left, and it's 4-on-4 hockey right now for just about a minute and 15. Killian at the point. Killian with the shot through, trying to get that redirection for Lowe. Lowe trying to jam it back in front, and then George is able to cover that short side corner and freeze it. Minot State really active getting at least 1 or 2 men in front of the goaltender to be able to try to get a tip on that puck from the point shot. Actually ended up resulting in their second goal they scored with Guaidos. Demons able to punch that out into the neutral zone. Again, regrouping are the Beavers. 9:30 in the second period. Under a minute left on 4-on-4 hockey. York, fancy stick move coming in, showing the slap shot, but his shot gets blocked by the stick of Lipinski and high. Connor Navrat hits the brakes. Navrat sees Lipinski on the weak side. Lipinski looking for the quick slap shot, and George was able to front the shooter. Took away the angle of the shooter, Lipinski, and just threw his glove out there and made the save. Also a dangerous play, too, because Lipinski also had another Minot teammate in front. He could have possibly gotten a redirection on it, but it was George being aggressive and fronting the shooter. Palumbo wins the draw, but it comes dangerously out in front of the slot. Kowalchuk cycles it up, but it gets taken away. With a puck now. This is Chuck, just out of the reach of Lipinski on the right side. Minot State's going to have to retreat in their own zone. Under 10 seconds left of 4-on-4 hockey. This is Chuck. Beats 2 men. This is Chuck coming in on the right side, and George was able to beat him to the post. And now both teams are back to 5-on-5. Palumbo, cross-ice play, wasn't a high stick being deemed by the referee. Arizona State will go for a change. It's a long change because it's the second period. This is Chuck. Guaidos didn't know where the pass was. Adams has a puck loosed up in his skates. Up to the point, Guaidos gets his cycle intercepted by Hurl as he falls to the ice. Klein by himself. Not deep enough of a chip, and it's going to be intercepted and allow the Beavers to go the other way. Wowrick through the middle. Wowrick had Callahan on skates as Callahan ended up falling on the ground. Wowrick centers that in front, sticked away by Hurl. Minot State threatening on this shift. Johnson coming around. Johnson, area pass. Dylan Adams falls to the ground by Robertson. Up to the point. Foreman couldn't get a handle on that pass. Down the corner. Wowrick stepping out the other side, and they score! And it's hard work by this line of Robertson, Wowrick, and Johnson, and they finally get rewarded with a goal as they're really owning the boards in the offensive zone. And Wowrick stepping out unmarked on the far side was able to find Johnson for the easy tap-in, making it 4-0. And again, it seemed like Minot State thought their hard work in the offensive zone was eventually going to be able to get one, and they were able to outwork Arizona State, and Johnson is able to get his second goal of the game. Up on the left side, Studioso turns it over to Fournier. Looks like a little more jump after that goal by Minot State. Rejuvenated the bench a little bit. Fournier trying to jam it in short side. He's denied by George. Puck on the half wall. Both players are fencing for it. Puck will come behind Studioso to Fournier. Fournier behind the net. Fournier, and he'll get taken down by Michael Perez. Perez has been really physical with the body tonight. Holston looks like he's going to be called as there's a delayed penalty. George, and Studioso finally touches it. Looks like we're going to be having a holding call against Holston. Again, looked like the momentum of that fourth goal from Minot State really freed them up on the bench and came out with a lot of juice and energy on that shift, and That's what led to the holding call by Holston. And now Minot State's going to be back on the man advantage. Bolifer. Over to the half wall. Swedlow. Cross-ice play. Lipinski touches it over to Bolifer. Guaidos on the left side on his forehand. Down low behind the net. Swedlow up to the point. Lipinski. Lipinski almost coughed it up. He did. And Klein's able to clear and allow Arizona State to go for a quick change. 5:50 in the second period. It's a 4-0 Minot State lead. Guaidos. Over to the right side. Swedlow looking for that redirection on the shot. Guaidos has to cycle it back up. Lipinski right in front, and George is able to squeeze the pads together and make a save with 1 minute and 20 seconds left on their power play for the Beavers. Again, folks, we thank you so much for tuning in tonight, all 66 of you, and please make sure to hit the subscribe button to make sure to not miss on any future Arizona State games. Sheldon cycles it down. Kowalchuk there first, just trying to pin that puck against the boards and kill some time off the clock. Coming out with the puck. Johnson at the point. Gets it back from Navrat. Navrat on the half wall. Active sticks by the Sun Devils. Trying to mess up some of his passing lanes. Metcalf. Metcalf trying to walk it up to the blue line. Jet Larson pins him to the boards. Johnson comes out with it. Far side to Longy. Longy skating on the wrist shot, and he scores! Puck was able to squirt to Longy as there's too many Arizona State players committing to the strong side of the ice. And it's a wrist shot that beats George to the glove side, and it's 5-0. Minot State taking nothing for granted here tonight. They've been outworking the Sun Devils and not overestimating them. York couldn't get the check on Walchuk. Walchuk trying to get that shot off, but York intervenes. Donovan Myers. Aaron pass out of his own zone, turns it over. Myers. Quick play, and Bukowski leaves it for his defenseman Foreman. Area pass, and his icing's waved off by the linesman as Minot State will go for a quick change. Puck takes a funny hop, and it's a delayed offside for the Beavers, and they tag back up. Geely to Klein. Klein in the zone. Gets pinned down by Foreman. Drew Carter. Studioso trying to get a handle of the puck. He loses it out to Robertson, now to Drew Carter. Carter. Wheeling around up to the point. Carter Foreman. Foreman looking for the redirection. Took a little bit off the shot, trying to find Fournier, but they couldn't connect. Geely on the right side. Couldn't get that pass back from Klein. Now with numbers, Beavers going the other way as Arizona State with a bad change. 3-on-2. Fournier gets it right back, trying to pull the trigger on the one-timer shot, but he fans. Arizona State now the other way. Jet Larson. Could be a 3-on-2. Jet Larson with a shot on as it goes right into the chest of Bukowski and no rebound. Semenda in action near the end of the second period as Arizona State's trying to claw their way back into this one. But it was a shot from Jet Larson going right up into the chest and not allowing a rebound from Bukowski. Guaidos fighting for the puck. It'll find Chuck. 3:10 left in the second period. Guaidos through the middle. Holston couldn't get it off of him. Guaidos entering in now, but looks like it's going to be two whistles. It's going to be a offside, and it's going to be a penalty. And what it looks like it's going to be a slashing call to number 12, Levi Holston, for the Sun Devils. He's going to be the only one going to the box. So Minot State's going to try to add to their already 5-0 lead. Beavers in the offensive zone. Up to the point is Johnson. Sheldon. Sheldon operating, now down low, switching spots with Navarrete. Sheldon trying to jam that short side. He's unable to. Klein trying to rim that puck around. He gets just enough, and it goes out into the Beaver zone. Yager Larson. He's going to delay, not want to take the check from Johnson. And he's forcing it over to the left side. 2:25 left in the second period. It's a 5-0 Minot State lead. Adams tries to go for the hard clear. Hits a couple of bodies, and he'll find Gavin Klein. Klein on the right side. Klein, tight turn. Delane waiting. And he'll get pinned up against the boards. And he'll go for a change. Over half the 2-minute minor to Holston has almost expired. Beavers in the offensive zone to Metcalf. Metcalf on the right side. Metcalf to Lane. Throws it down low to Navarrete. Navarrete trying to get to the point. Lipinski gives it right back to him. Navarrete, tight turning again. Arizona State doing a great job keeping the Beavers to the perimeter. Studioso couldn't get the pucks. It's Chuck. Studioso with the kneeling shot block is able to have the puck miss the net. Guaidos looks up, has some time and space. Now up to the point to Lipinski. Lipinski fakes the shot. Backhand pass to Guaidos. Guaidos sauces it over far side. Out of the reach of Wolfer. Minot stick. Goaltender's banging his stick, so the power play is just about to expire. Sun Devils are now at full strength. Under 60 seconds remaining in the second period. Minot State still threatening in the offensive zone. Guaidos trying to cycle it back down. Elizade's trying to strip it off Sischuk. He's able to now. Arizona State going to the offensive zone. Elizade trying to get around Lipinski. Lipinski plays it D-to-D, out of the reach of his partner Bolfer. Miller at the point. Gets a wrist shot through. Rebound in front. Cleared away by Bykowski as he snaps at it. Under 25 seconds left. Lipinski. Bolfer gets that puck out of his skates. It looks like it ended up being possible off the netting. I think there's going to be a delay of game. About 15.7 seconds left in the second period. Sun Devils will go for a change as the faceoff's going to be at center ice. Draw one by Klein. Miller curls back in his own zone. Backhand pass cross ice, finds Myers. Klein on the left side. Klein. Foreman keeps him to the outside. Klein looking, trying to get the handle of that puck. The wrist shot. Bukowski doesn't know where it is. It's floating up above, and then the Beavers get bailed out by the horn. Possible chance for Arizona State will not be able to continue because the expiration of this second period. And for Minot State, adding 3 more goals to their lead in this second period. Having the score at Minot State 5, Arizona State 0. Folks, we'll be back in just about 15 minutes for the remainder of this game and the third period. I am Brett Vaughn, saying thank you for tuning in today on Arizona State Hockey YouTube. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the third period here on ASU Hockey YouTube TV. I am Brett Vaughn. And at the start of this third period, it's a 5-0 lead for the number 9th ranked Minot State Beavers over the Arizona State Sun Devils here on this Friday matinee day game at Oceanside Ice Arena. Puck will be picked up by Connor Navrat. Navrat will throw that in deep. Studioso rims it hard around, out of the reach of his line mate Geely, and no icing will be on the call. You have to imagine for Arizona State to be a lot more aggressive, trying to chip away at this 5-goal lead. Minot State, reason why they're ranked so highly every year is they know how to kill games off, and it's going to be important for them to do just that. Bollifer, he gets hit hard, but able to pay the price and throw it in the boards. Puck's thrown in front and wandered away by Miller. Puck looks like it's in a lake over there on the far side blue as Jet Larson couldn't carry the puck up into the zone. Minot players as well having a little trouble. Now coming up with speed is Chuck. Chuck gives it for Chuck, but then looks like Chuck runs into Palumbo, and a great save by George on the broken play. That ended up being Wowrick all alone in front. Put himself offside was Elizade. And again, that puck is really wet, so for both teams, it's important to just get the puck in deep and not try to be too cute with it, because with the ice being so wet, it's going to slow that puck down a lot. Mikowski make a nice little kick save into the corner. Sullivan to Elizade wheeling around behind the net. Tight turn, throws it back down. Palumbo gets ejected into the boards by Killian. Longy feels the pressure. Ended up losing the puck and coughs it up. Elizade by himself. Elizade with the wrist shot on. Sticking out the right leg paddle is Bykowski. Bykowski not too busy tonight. Only 10 shots in this game, but he has a shutout, and that's going to be important for the confidence. Gavin Klein coming in. Gavin Klein, the wrist shot on a little high. Rebound in front, cleared away by Walchuk. Up to the point. Gavin Klein's pass out of the reach of Kowalchuk. Kowalchuk asking from the puck from George. He'll leave it for him. 17-10 in this third period. It's a 5-0 Minot State lead. Newfield goes cross ice to Foreman. Up to Sheldon. Sheldon. On the right side, Sheldon. It looks like his line mate Johnson ended up being offside as they were switching positions. Sheldon and Levi Holston in on the draw. Try one by Sheldon. Jet Larson couldn't reach the puck. And now Beavers are coming into the offensive zone. Studioso. They'll look for the reverse pass. A little too hard, though. Jet Larson tries to find it, but Foreman's able to intercept it. It floats around, and it bops up to Studioso. Studioso in on the forecheck. Him and Neufeld going after each other. Slowing the puck down in his own zone is Wowrick. Wowrick hits the brakes. Leaves it for his defenseman, Foreman. Foreman ends up turning the puck over. And now controlling it is Jet Larson. Larson still has a puck. Ends up losing it to Navrat. Navrat trying to hit the stretch man. That was Wowrick, but he couldn't handle it. Area pass to Hurl. Hurl with the shot on, and Bykowski, one of his tougher tests so far this game, and he answered it. Metcalf goes out to the neutral zone. Adams has a puck by himself. He goes cross-ice with it to Miller. Miller into the zone. Pivoting around. Puck is just hopping a little too much, and now the Beavers are on a 3-on-1. Low puts it out to Metcalf. Metcalf puts it out in front, and George. Puck still loose-o. Point shot on. Rattles around in front of the cage. Cleared away by Adams. Low again. Fighting through a couple of forward checkers. Arizona State pushes the puck out to the neutral zone. A huge save by Joshua George. As it was a 3-on-1 opportunity, and he had to move from right to left and left to right and was able to cover the whole net. Under 15 minutes now in this third period. Klein evading Guaidos, but he ends up coughing the puck up in the offensive zone. Newfield trying to go up the strong side. And it's kept in by Geely, and the quick shot on from Klein on the twist shot. And ended up being saved by Bykowski. Not too much speed on it. It'll be Holston and Fournier in the circle. Draw one by Arizona State. York's point shot gets blocked by the skate of Longy. Robertson gets a hard hit on the pinching Kowalchuk. Holston a little too hard on the hit. Fournier's taking exception to it, as that was right in the numbers, as the referee put his hand right up when that happened. Holston showing some frustration. He did in the second period, which led to a couple penalties against him, and now he's carrying it over in the third period. And the linesmen get in between both of the players. For Arizona State, they're going to have to keep their wits about them, because both of these teams are going to be playing tomorrow night. As will be both of the number 12s heading to the sin bin. The referees are talking about it in the referee's crease, or they're maybe just talking about how good breakfast was this morning. The assistant captains for both teams, Austin Palumbo for the Sun Devils and Joel Swedlow, are getting to hear the explanation from our referee. So as now both assistant captains give the instructions to their respective benches. And we're now just waiting for the scorekeeper to be able to tally all the marks and see what we're going to have. It looked like to me it was that initial penalty of the hit from behind on Levi Holston. And it looks like Levi Holston's going to be getting a 5-minute major penalty, and he's going to be ejected out of the hockey game. So it looks like we're going to be having a 4-on-4 for 2 minutes, and then once the 2-minute minor's done for Blake Fournier, it'll be 3 minutes of power play opportunity for the Beavers with that major and ejection for Levi Holston. Play resumes, and it'll be Sischuk on the right side. Sischuk trying to get a handle of it. Studioso strips the puck away from him. Klein ends up losing it to Guaidos. Guaidos with the blind pass just out of the reach of Sischuk. Studioso in the offensive zone trying to force the issue. Puck hops over his stick. And the Beavers negotiating the forecheck. Now to Guaidos. Long on the left side. He gets it poked away by Klein. It could be a 2-on-1. Klein and Jet Larson. Klein gets the puck through, and it just fights its way into in front of the net, but Bykowski, with no really power, just was able to push it away easily. Robertson sneaking in behind as Arizona State was going for a change, Little lazy with it. Kenneth Miller's now in defensive position. Miller trying to get that puck out of the skates of Robertson. Bollifer. Bollifer will just ship it back down. Miller, D to D. 50 seconds left on 4-on-4 before we have a 5-on-4 power play for the Beavers for 3 minutes. 13-10 left in this third period. Geely on the right side. Geely with a one-timer shot from Jager Larson. Puck's around in front. Dylan Adams is trying to get the rebound. He's not able to. Puck still stuck in the half wall in the offensive zone for the Sun Devils. Beavers try to slow it down. Try to hit for that stretch pass. That'll find Wowrick. Wowrick protecting the puck away from Palumbo. Wowrick tight turning, waiting for his teammates to come off the bench. Still has the puck in the offensive zone. Wowrick circling around, doing his best impression of Patrick Kane. Wowrick still has the puck around. Finally leaves it for Killian. And it looks like the captain Fournier's back out of the box. And now it's a 5-on-4 opportunity. The point shot on from Bollifer, and George is able to gobble it up with no rebound. Johnson. Down low. Navarrete up to Johnson again. Good puck movement by Minot State. George is able to blocker that to the corner. Johnson now cycling back down to Navarrete. Navarrete. Studioso pins him to the boards. Navarrete gets it right back. Arizona State with active sticks again on this penalty kill. Navarrete on the backhand side, protecting the puck. Up to the point, Longy. And they do a little bit of touch passing. Sheldon gets it right back from his defenseman. Crossing pass to Johnson. Johnson with the wrist shot on, and Klein was able to get a stick in the lane, and it redirects the puck up into the netting and out of play. Try one by Minot State again. Foreman at the point, walking the line. Gets the sauce pass back from Bollifer. This is Chuck. Just Chuck looking for the redirection. He had that far side open. He's going to get a redirection from Guaidos. Foreman on the far side now. Foreman walking into one. Foreman with the wrist shot on, and he scores. Reese Foreman. 6-0 Beavers. And that'll be another power play goal for the Beavers. Showing a sign of respect as with the game already up at 6-0, they're not celebrating with their bench. Pardon me, since it was a 5-minute major penalty, the power play will continue for the Beavers. Puck skips up over to George, and he'll make the save. 11:06 in the third period. 6-0 Minot State. Again, we thank you so much to all 71 viewers tonight on our ACHA Hockey YouTube channel. And please make sure to hit that subscribe button to not miss out on any future games. Johnson with the shot on, and that's blocked away by Callahan. Jager Larson's able to read the play, and now he has the puck. The only one back is Longy. Longy with a great active stick and is able to take the puck away from Jager Larson. Minute 15 left on the man advantage on that 5-minute major call, which also led to the ejection of Levi Holston on the hit from behind. Slowing it down, Davis Sheldon. Sheldon turning and weaving to Metcalf in front. Metcalf loses the puck by Jack York's stick. Longy gets that pass almost intercepted, and Klein's extra effort gets that puck out into the neutral zone. But Jager Larson couldn't dump that puck in deep. Sheldon. Sheldon with the puck. On his backhand side. Sheldon still has it up to the point to Neufeld. Neufeld in the corner. Walrick turns it around up to the top of the blue line. Out in front. And the point shot from Johnson, and looked like the puck was on edge, and he didn't get all that shot. And that allowed the Sun Devils to clear and get a change. Power play almost about to expire for the Beavers. Walrick pivoting in the offensive zone. Still has the puck. Walrick. Sun Devils now are back to full strength. We're back to a 5-on-5 action. Neufeld on the right side. Nice deke around Hurl. Shot in front. George is trying to look for it. Rhett Lowe has it for the Beavers. Cycles it back down. Walrick. Walk on the right side, and he collides with Miller in the corner. Under 9 minutes to go in the third period. Jared Hurl, a little too hot of a pass to handle for Maxwell Elizade, and it'll get taken away by Austin Killian. Killian looking for the stretch pass, finds Lowe. Lowe on the left side, tries to turn at the blue line, but it ends up being a call from the back referee. It's going to be a hooking call, as it looked like Miller was just a little too handsy on Lowe, and the Sun Devils go back on the penalty kill. .8:49 left in this third period. It's a 6-0 lead for the Beavers. And Joshua George has been one busy goaltender tonight, facing 40 shots so far. Foreman now, walking in again. Foreman with the shot on. And that's sticked away by George. Aiden Sullivan through the middle. Sullivan plays the puck in the corner. He retrieves it himself. Trying to outwork two Minot State players. They'll finally get pinned to the boards, and the Beavers will have control of it. Guaidos on the left side. Guaidos up to the point, finds Bollifer. Bollifer, weak side to Foreman. Foreman trying to hit that seam pass through the middle to Chuck, and then it was cleared away by Dylan Adams. Minute 10 left on this man advantage. Navrot up to the point to Bollifer. Bolliver tries a spinorama at the blue line. He keeps it in. Metcalf on his forehand. Metcalf with the snapshot on, and that puck was just on the ice. And it looks like it's going to be a delayed call, as it was a nice catch by the referee being able to collect that puck. It looks like it might be some possible more frustration being shown by the Sun Devils. Down 6 goals late in this third period. And now it's going to be a 5-on-3 opportunity for the Beavers, as it's going to be Jet Larson heading to the sin bin for 2 minutes. Johnson at the point. Johnson over to Longy. Longy on the right side. Longy working it. Johnson trying to look for that one-timer. Geely's out to front the shooter. He had an opportunity to get there, but the pass was just a little bit off. Not in the wheelhouse where he wants it. On the right side. Shot on. That's blocked away by Kowalchuk and cleared by Geely. 20 seconds left on this 5-on-3 for the Beavers. Johnson on the right side on his forehand. Johnson protecting the puck away from Studioso. Kowalchuk couldn't reach and get that puck. Beavers still have it. Point shot on, rebound in front. Comes to Johnson finally. Sprawling block, it's still there. And George makes an impressive 4-shot save to keep the puck out. And with the score already out of reach for the Sun Devils, it's going to be important for the referees to be able to keep control of this game and not let it get out of hand. Again, both of these teams are playing tomorrow There is some miscommunication on who is going to be coming off the benches. There's going to be 1 second left on that minor on Miller. And now it's going to be a 5-on-4 power play now for the Beavers. Fischuk faking the drop pass. Cross-ice pass. Bollifer couldn't handle it. Tosses it to Foreman. Some one-touch passing by the Beavers as they're trying to connect in the offensive zone. Point shot on. Miller doesn't know where it is. They're digging for it in front. Guedos on the one-timer shot, and he misses high. Foreman. Over down below the goal line. Exchanging the puck. Guedos in the corner. Foreman couldn't get that one-timer off as the pass went in his skates. Trying to hit for that seam pass as Fischuk was streaking in on the weak side. But that's taken away by Klein. Fischuk has the puck. About 10 seconds left on the power play. Fischuk cycles it down to Guedos. Guedos now on his forehand. This is Chuck. Chuck can't handle it. Back down low. Now Sundells are at full strength. Guedos with the one-timer shot. On the wrist shot, he had to dust it off a little bit, but that gave just enough time for George to get in position and make the save. .5:38 left in this third period. It's a 6-0 Minot State lead. Pass intercepted by Dylan Adams. Arizona State now. Cotton. Just a little too hot to handle for Sullivan. Adams is going to try again. Cotton puts it in the skates of York. York jumping into the play aggressively. York gets it right back. York, the wrist shot on. Rebound in front. That's sticked up in the air. Sullivan tries to throw that back in front again, but it's blocked away by Longy. Longy, cross-ice dump. Will go for the change. Adams and Carter looking for it. Puck will come over to Walchuk. Kent Walchuk. Trying to deke around. Now to Rhett Lowe. Lowe has the puck spinning around. Lowe leaves it over for Carter. Trying to get it back from Carter. Puck goes astray. Bollifer in the neutral zone. Slows it down. Couldn't get that puck to settle down. It's taken away by Alexander Demon. Demon still pursuing the puck. Throws it out in front, and that's tipped away by Wowrick, and they're going the other way. Robertson on the left side of Wowrick. Wowrick trying to hit that far side pass to Lowe, but it'll be deflected by Jet Larson. 4:20 now in this third period. Minot State looking to add to their 6-0 lead. Up to the point. Bollifer with a soft wrist shot on, and that's blocked away in the skates of Studioso. Puck up in the air, collected by Bollifer. George couldn't able to slow that puck down. Michael Perez finds Yager Larson. Larson's redirection just out of the reach of his brother. Wowrick in the offensive zone. Wowrick up to the point. Sheldon kept it in. Bollifer winds up for the shot, and he ends up breaking Michael Perez's stick in the process. Back in now, Wowrick. Puck's still loose. Robertson in front. Yager Larson gets thrown down behind the net. Foreman, the wrist shot on, misses left. Looks like we're going to be having a penalty on the call. Looks like the referee's also going to be sending him out. Looks like both referees saw the same exact call. And with 3:25 left in this third period, it looks like it might be another penalty to the Arizona State Sun Devils. Amazing performance, though, surrendering 6 goals. Joshua George facing 46 shots tonight, and that's a lot of rubber. I think the only place you can probably find more rubber is a Firestone tire store down the street. You have to feel for any goaltender being that busy in this contested contest. It's going to be a 5-minute major penalty to Jager Larson, and it's going to be an ejection. So 2 players ejected for the Sun Devils this game. And this power play is going to last the rest of the time for the Beavers as that shot from Johnson gets redirected up into the stands. Puck will be thrown down deep by Kowski, the goaltender. He's going to leave it around for his defenseman. Killian. Foreman, hard rim around in the zone. Over to Sheldon. Sheldon, one touches it to Johnson. Johnson. Carter. Able to stick that puck down on the ground. Carter. At the blue line in the center. Gets it right back. Carter trying to redirect the one. Point shot on from Foreman, gets there and blockered away by George. Sheldon trying to steer that in front. Johnson with the wrist shot on. George again makes a save. 2:15 left in the third period. Sullivan doesn't get enough to clear, but he'll find his line mate Klein, and he'll get it all the way down 200 feet. Cross ice to Lowe. Rhett Lowe. In the offensive zone. Gets it right back from Longy. Now over to Wowrick. Wowrick gives it right back. Trying to find that man in the middle. Lowe is. Throws it down to Walchuk, but it squirts through his skates. Wowrick cycles it back down low. Trying to look for a pass, doesn't have one. Puck goes off the skates of Studioso and skips its way out into the neutral zone, and that'll allow the Sun Devils to finish off a change. Down low on the left side. Lizade loses out on the race. Rhett Lowe gains the blue line. Under 60 seconds left in this third period. And the Beavers are still on the power play. Callahan couldn't get that puck high enough, and it's gloved down by Walchuk. Bollifer. Going D to D, gets it right back from Longy. 33 seconds left. Metcalf. Fournier, Blake Fournier. Now over to Metcalf. 20 seconds left, Perez. He's able to get the puck back. And a diving Elizade is able to clear that puck out into the neutral zone, and he can go for a change. Beavers slowing the puck down. As it's going 3, 2, 1. And that'll be all here from Oceanside Ice Arena, as it was a convincing 6-0 win from the number 9th ranked Minot State Beavers. I've got to give credit to Minot State tonight, as Arizona State's now saluting the fans who were able to come out to this Friday matinee game here at Oceanside. As I get everything situated up here inside Oh Boy Alberto Beef Jerky press box. again, we say thank you so much for tuning in tonight. And hello, I'm Brett Vaughn. As it ends up being the final score 6-0 for Minot State. And you got to give credit to Minot State. On paper, they know they're the better team against Arizona State, but that didn't allow them to overestimate the Sun Devils, and they came out outworking the Sun Devils in a convincing win, and a win they should have gotten tonight by a score of 6-0. For Arizona State, it's going to take their overall record to now 7-25 on the season. And it's not going to get any easier as they're playing opponents in the top 10 ranked nationally in the ACHA for this rest of the season, as they have one more game against Minot State tomorrow night, and then it'll be 4 games against the University of Arizona Wildcats. Folks, I'd like to say thank you so much again for tuning in. I'd like to say thank you to all of our special individuals that help make this broadcast possible. I'd like to say thank you tonight to our executive producer, Elena Vaughn. Our engineer tonight was Wilfred Chang. Our cameraman tonight was Bronson Moore. And I'm Brett Vaughn, reminding you that our broadcast tomorrow starts at 1 p.m. Arizona Standard Time here on Arizona State Hockey YouTube, as again these two teams face off in the second game of their back-to-back, again at 1 p.m. Arizona Standard Time. And for Brett Vaughn, reporting live here at Oceanside Ice Arena, as the final score between Minot State 6, Arizona State 0. We say thank you for tuning in tonight and smell the roses, and so long from Oceanside Ice Arena.